Hi everyone, hope you had a great weekend and welcome to all my new subscribers. Today I'm going to be showing you how I get my flawless foundation routine that I do every time I go out. The first thing I always do, which I didn't mention in my video and I realized I probably should have, is I prime my face. Now you can either use a gel-based primer like the Smashbox one that I use in Photo Finish, and I feel like for the winter time it doesn't show the flakes as much, but then also if you tend to have drier skin, you might like to go with a cream foundation, which I know Laura Mercier has one. The Spackle by Laura Geller is really good, and it gives you more of like a moisturizer plus a base, or you can even use a BB cream. Those are great as bases. I also have some foundations that have primers already in them, but today I used the Smashbox Photo Ready just in case what you were wondering what I had on my face before I started. So anyway, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and I'll see you all soon. The next thing you're going to do is take your foundation. I have absolutely been loving my Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo foundation. I use it in shade L44. I think they're all L's, but this one's 44. All I'm going to do is take 2 pumps. All you're going to need for your entire face. That might even be too much. But all you're going to do is take your 2 pumps, and then take your brush. I use this one by Real Techniques. It's a stippling brush. You dot it out onto your hand so you're not getting too much concentration in one spot, and then you blend it on, and it's going to look thick. This is a full coverage foundation, so again, use your foundation of choice. If you're someone like me with rosacea, this covers everything. And I mean everything. I was literally in shock the first time I used it. Make sure you blend the chin area, because you don't want that lovely line that some people get. And just continue to blend. I blend in circular motions. You're buffing the color into your skin, and I tend not to go back and forth as some people do, because I feel like you'll get into your lines if you do get those fine lines in your forehead or by your eyes. If you go back and forth, you're blending technically into those lines, and you're going to define the wrinkles even more. Be gentle around your eye area too. That is your most sensitive area. Tends to be where you get wrinkles first, no matter how old you are. And let it dry a little bit. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser. I use it in the neutralizer. I've also used it in Fair, but I like the neutralizer for the dark circle area, especially on those early mornings when you look exhausted. And I just dot it on. Well, pumping it up first might help. Dot it on. Again, you want to be gentle with the eye area, not tug too much on it. You're going to create wrinkles that you don't want. And then I blend in with my fingertip. And I also tend to go up by the bridge of my nose because my rosacea does tend to appear right here for me. So I blend in to neutralize my rosacea as well. Okay, and that's it for that. If you still feel like you need a little extra coverage, you can use a corrector. I've been using recently the L'Oreal True Match Crayon Corrector in N123 Fair Light. This is a new product. It's available at your CVS. So I'm just gonna, I really don't need it that much because honestly that foundation did such a good job covering, but I guess if you have a little bit of scarring anywhere, you feel like it's showing, if you have any new blemishes that are coming out, you can dot it on a little bit there, and we all get this by our lips. And I just blend it in with my finger. You can use a brush if you feel like that's better. Then what I'm going to use to finish it off is my Lancome Dual Finish in the shade Matte Linen. This can be used either wet or dry. I do use it dry with the powder puff that comes with it. So you just take the puff, take a little bit, dot off any excess, and I blend in on my entire face. You don't need a lot because that foundation did do a lot of covering, but this is just to get a more of a matte finish onto your face. Once again, blending by the chin. And that's it. That's how I do my foundation. Now, obviously, I look very matte, very pale. There's not much contouring or definition to my face right now. That's when you add in your blush, highlight, and contour. So I'm going to take my blush brush. This is a Sigma Large Angled Contour Brush F40. And my NARS blush in Madly. I'll show you guys the shade. That's the shade. This has definitely been my go-to blush recently. I've been using it in everything. Just swirl, tap off excess, and go with your cheekbones. You can blend in circles, blend up and down, and do the same to the other side. That's it. I have a strong line. So that's like, obviously you're not going to want to have where you can tell where you put your blush on. That's what you're going to use your contour and your highlight to kind of buff out those areas to give you that seamless finish on your face. So now what I'm going to take next is my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in Milk Chocolate. This is my matte bronzer, but I use it, I'm sorry about the mirror. I use it as a contour. It, first of all, is a perfect shade for someone as fair as me. And second of all, smells amazing. Like when I use it, you get that whiff of cocoa. So I'm going to take my MAC 109 brush, and this is a small contouring brush, swirl it in, tap off the excess, make that lovely fishy face that looks so attractive, and go with the natural lines that your face makes when you make that face. And you're just going to blend back towards your hairline. And do the same on the other side. So now you've got that seamless finish. It's not like there's a defined line, like obviously I put the contour here, obviously I put my blush here. It just blends very nicely together to look like I have shadowing to my face to make it look a little slimmer. Next on my face, what I'm going to take is my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. This is my highlight. I'm going to take my highlighting brush. This is again by Real Techniques. I forget what they called everything. This is a setting brush, they call it. But this is perfect for highlighting. It has that domed tip to it. You're just going to dot this in a little bit, tap off excess. This gives you such a nice subtle glow to your face. You're not like you're putting sparkles on your face. So you're going to take it to the top of where your cheekbones are and just swirl. Do the same to the other side. That's it, my face is done. The last step I always take after I'm done with that is I do my brows. So the first thing I always do is I brush them out to get any excess concealer or foundation off of them. I don't want to make them look any darker or a different tone than they are. And then I take my eyebrow pencil. I'm using the Maybelline Master Shape in Blonde. And I go with my natural shapes, first by lining the top, bringing it down, concentrating the most on the arch, and doing the same beneath. And then fill in the middle. And then the same on the other side. Top, concentrate on the arch, bring it down, bottom, same, and fill in the middle. And then the great thing about this one is it has a little brush on the other side to brush them out. So you're going to want to brush up, give you a little spiky look, and then smooth out. And that is it for my face. The last thing I always do, I use my MAC Fix Plus spray. Give yourself about 3 or 4 squirts on your face from a good distance. You're just going to spray it to give you more of a seamless satin finish to your face. It also, I at least feel, makes it last all night. So give it itself a little spray. Let it set. Sometimes if I spray a little too close or I feel like there's a little too much moisture on my face, I take a kabuki brush and I blend. And that's it. That is my foundation routine that I use every time I go out. So I hope you guys had a great weekend, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!